Yo, what up? Army ATC 22 coming back at you. All right, everyone has seen the title. I'm gonna get into that after some mail days, some crazy mail days. Actually, it's pretty sweet. I've been getting into a few National Treasure breaks, and I've been not picking up the Dolphins, my PC team, but I'm actually picking up the Cardinals, mainly for one person only. That guy. Pat Tillman got out of 99 from a group break, and I've been getting actually Cardinals really cheap because no one wants them. And I actually got one out of 40. So I have another one. I think the one out of 35 hitting a break should be here any day. But pretty sweet. I think this is actually, I don't know what parallel. It's the red out of 40. I don't know if it's a jersey number parallel or not because he is number 40. So it's sweet. The next three are just two are replacements and the other is a redemption. So first off, I was missing auto in a Topps Finest box last year. 2022 Finest, decided to open a box and one of the mini boxes didn't have an auto. Put in the claim on Topps, took forever, and finally something came in. I'm glad it took some time. The Reds number 1, 17th overall draft pick in 2021, Matt McClain. It is the Mega Box auto on card. Pretty sweet. It's actually a pretty decent card, honestly. It sells for close, 175 to 200 all day. So pretty sweet. Looks good for grading too. Might have to send that in, but Topps, thanks for getting back. Next one is Leaf. I got a Leaf mail day in. Another one. Crazy, huh? It's not in regards to sending back the extra Giannis jersey that I had. They just might have just received it, so they said they were going to send something. Not worried about it, right? But at the National, it's crazy. I went to their booth and I opened up a Optichrome basketball box at the booth just to get a couple of their packs. I had a couple guys there. It's a funny story. I actually had a guy next to me and I told him at one of the booths, I'm like, Optichrome's probably the best price because that's $100. You can go get the packs. If you're going to get the stuff anyways, get them. You can hit big autos like Curry, Kawhi, Giannis, Scoot Henderson. I hit a Scoot Henderson one earlier a couple days prior. You hit big autos in them still, and they're all numbered to like 10 or less. A lot of the autos are the guys that aren't even in the league yet, and NIL deals, really younger individuals. Could be actually major holds. But so he convinced them. He grabbed a couple boxes. I got from a fresh case, and the last box he left over there, 2 boxes. And my first box ended up having a Scoot auto, which I ended up selling again. So I ended up getting 2 Scoot autos. I sold them later, pretty much paid for the box. But my second box, my best hit was a Shaq 1/1 auto. The crazy part about it is one of his boxes also had a Shaq 1/1 auto, and he didn't even see it because it was stuck in the bottom of the box. He was ecstatic because he loves Shaq. Like, it's one of his favorite players all time. And so he thanked me and everything for helping him pick out the box. I'm like, no problem. I thought it was the best bang for the buck. It was to get the packs and stuff. The packs ended up getting, I had a couple autos in my packs and stuff, and of course all the rest of them were 1/1s. But my Shaq auto was damaged. So top corner was completely gnarled up, and they came in, top loaders and stuff already. But lucky for me, being at the the Leaf booth, the head of customer service was actually there at the time. So he went around the actual whole display that they had looking for a replacement. He's like, I know I have another Shaq 1/1 and everything. And where are you going? Where are you going? My son. Big guy. You guys remember when my son was real small? How tall he is. Ridiculous.
Taller than you?
Crazy. Anywho, so he knew he had another Shaq 1/1. He was just going to replace it right there. Did not have it. He said, you know what? It's probably in my office back, at our headquarters. go online, put in the request, put in there that you talked to me, and I'll switch it out. Sweet, came back, had to do all this stuff, had to mail it out, sucked, right? Finally, when the contacting for the jersey stuff happened, he then came back and was just like, hey, your damaged shack came in. However, I can't find that Shack 101 auto. We're in the process of moving and everything. He's like, I'm going to come up with another offer for you. I'll send it to you in a few minutes and let me know what you think. I got to see what I have and stuff. It was like, okay, no, this is what I want. I'm like, throw in a Pat Tillman cut auto. You know, that'd be cool. Yeah, I wish. So anywho, he then replied back and sent me 3 cards and inside an offer, and I was just like, yeah, that's completely fine for the Shack 101 auto, and I'm happy with it. So this is what I got out of it. I got a Shack auto back from Vibrance, 1 of 4. Crazy, beautiful card, beautiful, right? The dogs are going crazy. I'm making a video. Had all the time in the world to make this earlier. I'm making that. It's fine. So the second card, which is nuts, the signature's 4 from Vibrance also. I guess they have a bunch of Vibrance laying around. 5 of 6. Shaq, Ewing, Morning, and Parrish. Look at this autos. You don't see, I don't know what Morning's there. I think he tried to make a 33, but you don't see his auto a lot. Another Shaq auto. You know, rest in peace, Robert Parrish. And Alonzo Mourning. 4 big guys on 1 card, right? So I already have 2 Shaq autos for 1 with this. Happy about that, but the third card, he just added to it, which I think is crazy. Arguably the best soccer player of all time. 4 of 10, Messi. Rainbow parallel. Look at that shininess. Dual jersey, game used. Pretty sick. So yeah. So that came in. When he sent that back, I was like, yes, I'll accept that. That's great for 101 Shaq auto. Ended up getting these 3 cards. Pretty happy about that. Lastly, I had a Topps redemption come in. Finally, when I looked up, when I posted when I hit this was February of this year. But this finally came in. Orange auto of Otani out of 24/25. Beautiful on card. Looks beautiful. Finally came in. Yeah, I'm happy. So those are the mail days. And now we can discuss the crazy news. So breaking news, if you haven't seen on Instagram, X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, all over the place. NFLPA has terminated their contract with Panini. And what does that mean? No one knows. Everyone's speculating. They're saying Fanatics is in the game three years early. Fanatics now only has, as of right now, the rights to players' names and likeliness. Panini no longer has that. However, there's 2 licenses. You have the NFLPA, which just terminated with Panini, and I have it with Fanatics. And then you have the NFL license, which has the team logos and, you know, being able to use that type of pictures and stuff. Panini still has that. That has not been terminated yet. Keyword there's yet. And Fanatics does not have one until 2026. I'm sure if it goes the way everyone's speculating and everything else, you know, that will probably be terminated too with Panini, and they'll probably come with Fanatics right away. However, speculation, still, all this, no one really knows. It's from one Darren Rovell tweet, or whatever the X, whatever you call it, talking about it. Nothing super official has came out with it. and I have a feeling, shout out to Cage Lawyer, that a lot of stuff's going to be happening in the courtrooms, and it's going to affect the cards for the next, whoever knows how long. Right. So what do we expect? Everyone's saying that Panini's going to turn into Leaf. I don't know if they can. Right. I think if they have a license, I'm not 100% sure with this. Comment below if you actually know. Like, how does Leaf and Wildcard get away with actually having player names and their somewhat images on the cards? And they're part of the NFLPA, right? Is if you have an exclusive contract maybe with those players that you're able to do it. I'm not 100% sure because Leaf does it a lot with players, and Wildcard especially does, right? So a lot of people are saying Panini's going to turn into Leaf. I don't think they can. I don't think they can go that same route, because if it says they can't use their name or likeliness, what can they put on the card? Are they going to put just QB of Carolina and a blur, right? And then vice versa, Fanatics. Fanatics doesn't have the NFL license, but they have the NFLPA, so they can use their likeness and stuff. So if anyone's going to look like Leaf right now, before any other news comes out, it's Fanatics. Just like they did Topps Chrome basketball last year. A lot of people, I don't know if you knew about it or what, because you've seen OT, but they did a Topps Chrome basketball with all the retired players inside their suits and street clothes and everything else like that. So everyone's really hoping, everyone's expecting a lot, but so much news is happening so fast. It's crazy. Other speculations are that NBA Players Association is going to follow suit. Everyone's just it's going to fall in a domino effect. And just imagine, some of the news, other news came out, over the last few days is actually, I think today was the first card of LeBron and done by Topps since 2009-10 season is a Topps Now card. It just came out. These speculations that he's no longer an exclusive with Upper Deck, and he's signed with Fanatics also. Like, none of these players, everyone's saying signed with Fanatics. There hasn't been a release saying they're signed with Fanatics. They're actually Fanatics players. All you saw was like Panini didn't talk once about Wemby, Scoot Henderson, or Brandon Miller. Not once. So it's speculated that all three of them are Fanatics exclusive. Kind of guessed it right with Wemby, since Michael Rubin was tons of pictures with him in France and everything. So, but the same happened for football. The speculation came out of the rookie premiere that Stroud, Levis, and Bryce Young were also Fanatics exclusive, but none of it it's been so long and nothing has been official. Everyone is just speculating because they're like, we don't see any of this stuff. And the only thing you saw with the quarterbacks was a little bit of stuff at the rookie premiere at the end, saying, hey, we're going to have their Panini Instant stuff or whatever come out. And people believe those are leftover stickers from when they had their college stuff. So in the end, what's going on? It's pure chaos. It's pure speculation until official reports come out from companies. Right now, everyone's just crazy. What I want to see, I posted this on Instagram. Everyone remember when Upper Deck lost their license to produce baseball cards in 2009? What was I believe one of the best products ever created was 09 Upper Deck Ultimate Collection. I need a product like that, Panini. Super dump, go to town, those big patches, everything else, beautiful stuff. Just go to town, say screw the licenses, whatever. Just make some awesome products, right? Go out with a bang. Now, this could be, a tactic by Fanatics, somehow getting them to, hey, come with us early, and strong-arming Panini to sell the NFL rights, right? in the end, I believe that they can all work together. They can. Fanatics wants the names. They want National Treasures. They might not want Prism because they're going to have Chrome. But the National Treasures, the Elite, what other products? Maybe Flawless, you know, some of those products that have a name for themselves, Panini might want, Fanatics might want. So, Fanatics, go out there. Say, hey, let us be the holding company. You can have a tier. Here's a Panini tier underneath us. Here's the Topps tier underneath us. Go out to Upper Deck. Say, hey, come underneath our umbrella too. Let them be the overhead of everything and let us all have the products everyone wants. And we all win-win situation. So, stay tuned. You know, if you're mainly on here, I would highly recommend getting on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter or X that much, but Instagram is like up to second information popped off and reactions. You're getting reactions from individuals directly during their Instagram lives. I'm sure everyone is freaking out, but one of the biggest concerns right now again is what's Panini doing for the rest of this football year. They said they can, you know, effective elite immediately. They cannot produce those type of cards. How can they produce any other product? I mean, Flawless hasn't even came out for 2022 yet. So who knows? We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys. Hope you liked the mail day. I'm so stoked about the Ohtani auto win. If you stayed this long, hear my rambling. Shout out to Point RVA, which again, the end of September, they are having another card show in Richmond. I want as many people there as possible. There is no big shows happening that weekend. None whatsoever. I believe it's the 30th of September. Yes, the 30th of September. Come out to Richmond, make a day of it, make it 2 days, whatever. I'll help host you, you know, have a good time, do some stuff. But if you've watched this and you're in the area, come down to Richmond September 30th. September 16th, go north to Alexandria. Denny's Cards, shout out. Hosting a huge trade night. Again, check the Instagram. All the information's on there. It's just easier. I'll put the actual information in the description box below. But check out Denny's Cards trade night up in Alexandria, Virginia, which is, you know, just a little south of DC and everything. Tons of people have already expressed interest. It's going to be huge. The space is don't have to worry about paying anything for the space. It's just going to be everyone there having fun with cards. And any food, beverages that are purchased at the installation where we're going to be at is going to actually that owner's nonprofit. So that's awesome. So check that stuff out. Again, if you stayed this long, not many of you. I'm averaging like maybe 30 to 40 views on every video. No one watches these. Not like the old days. And then still I wasn't getting that much. I mean, I think I have like less than 2,000 subscribers. I bet you only 100 people even are still active. Maybe I have to do a subscriber contest again. Pretty sure I was one of the first persons to do that. But yeah, anywho, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all later. Deuces.